Hey, we got a lot of breakdown. NFL Week 2. All the games are almost over with. And every week we're going to try to do a breakdown. Hopefully I start doing some early predictions. So let's get into it, man. We got some upsets. My favorite team, Baltimore Ravens, they got smashed, bro. They didn't get smashed, but they lost. And it was a huge favorite. I think they were a 9-point favorite, and they ended up losing by 3. Now, and they're 0-2, and that's kind of scary, man. Starting off 0-2, but then I believe in them. I actually watched the game. Lamar Jackson played a Lamar Jackson type game. You know what I'm saying? Nothing spectacular, but you look at the stats, nothing. You know what I'm saying? He done too many turnovers or anything like that. But then they just didn't get it done, man. They're 0-2, and it's scary. But then I feel like they're gonna rip off a good 7, 8, 9 games in a row. End up like what 8-2, and so Baltimore will be just fine, man. And then we had the Cowboys. Oh my God! Now that was a surprise. The Cowboys losing, getting blown out. What, they lose by 25? 25 points, and then they're at home too. Are you serious? I couldn't. Albert Kamara, we're gonna get into him later. He was, oh my God, phenomenal. But they lost the game in the first half. The Cowboys did. And let's get to the other stuff that people talk about. The Lions, the Detroit Lions, supposed to be a Super Bowl favorite, right? Lose a Baker Mayfield and a Tampa Bay at home. Are you serious? They were huge favorites. I think 7.5-point favorites. They lost 20-16. That was an upset. Then Brock Purdy and the 49ers on the road playing the Vikings. And guess what? Got that ass handed to him, boy. I like that. I'm not a 49er fan. Anyways, let's get to it. They lose 17-23. Anyways, there ain't too many other upsets that I've seen. You know, I predicted these. I was right on my prediction. I should have bet. I have an account with DraftKings, y'all, and you know I love to bet. If you don't know, hey, I love to bet. So Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying? They had a nail biter, but Kansas City was favored by 8.5 points. I took Cincinnati, and guess what? Joe Boy won, but Kansas City pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the points you covered. That's all that really matters. In Arizona, Kyler Murray, early season MVP favorite. That dude was on fire. Or maybe it was just, you know, saying Marvin Harrison Jr. He had a spectacular game. We're going to get into that too, with the rookie awards later on today. Anyways, it's going to be a little short program. It might be long. I'm going to be freestyling all night with it. You know, I'm excited about the NFL. I'm really super excited. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we got the Chicago versus the Texans. They're playing. The Texans are favored by 8. They're up right now at the half, but, you know, we're going to get back into that a little bit later on. And Pittsburgh, man, oh my God, it's the same. They look like the last 5, 6 years, ever since Ben Roethlisberger been retired, they look the same. They're going through. Justin Fields isn't the answer. He didn't play terrible. He's a serviceable. Let me say it right. Serviceable quarterback. He's not a star. He'll never. I don't like to say absolute. I don't see him ever becoming an all-star. He'll never be a top 10 quarterback, in my opinion. You know, maybe next year he might, evolve. Some people, I've seen Lamar Jackson evolve. And now I think he's hit his, you know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson is excellent. I don't like making the comparison between them two. But hey, Justin Fields, I can't wait to see Russell Wilson when he gets back. But Justin Fields, like, they don't score enough. 15, 16 points, that's not enough. That's not football, man. You got to score 20-something points, you know what I'm saying, to win in the league. You expect to get to a Super Bowl, man. Okay, you got mistakes, turnovers, and stuff like that. But, let's get into it. We said we're going to talk about my Cowboys, man. I was so, so, so disappointed, bro. Yeah, it was. They got murdered in the first half. They're lying. They got beat on a line. People don't understand why they spend all these first-round draft picks on a line, because that's where football starts. If you can't block, that means you can't throw. Exactly. Like, if your line's getting overwhelmed, the quarterback only got 2-3 seconds to make, you're supposed to have at least 3, I say at least 3 seconds to make your decision and then release that ball. But when you got 2 seconds, Dak was getting murdered out there, slaughtered. They lost the game at the line. So he didn't get a chance. Excuse me. The offense didn't get a chance in get into rhythm because Dak didn't have time. So they lost the game at the line. They got dominated at the line in the first half. They were getting ran over. I mean, just destroyed, bro. I was just like, and then Alvin Kamara, we said we're going to talk about him. He is week 2 MVP. 4 touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing. 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 in the air. But Alvin Kamara just kept breaking. Like he was what, like 4, 5, 6? I ain't gonna say 6, but like huge plays. Maybe 6. Yeah, he had 6 huge plays, over 20 yards. The dude was like unstoppable, like a video game out there, bro. And the Cowboys that played a comeback ball. CeeDee Lamb had a big long one and whatnot, but then that's what you pay the man. What do you make? $30 million a year? That's what you pay the man for. You know what I'm saying? You expect the best, like, man, like, I ain't gonna say all of them, but this week 2, we had a whole bunch. Justin Jefferson, he had a long one, went for 95 yards. But I expect that out of a player making 30 million. You're a playmaker. That's why they pay you 30 million this season. So I expect that you show up once, twice a game, receiver 2 huge plays. But then this is a blowout, man. They lost by what, 25 points? Yeah, that was just embarrassing, man. But then like that offensive line, y'all got dominated, bro. Y'all, it was stupid, bro. The game was over at halftime, in my opinion. Everybody watches Cowboys games. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watches Cowboys games. The defense got flamed too. But then lots of them, they gave up a lot of huge plays, over the top plays. You know what I'm saying? The pass rush, like the Dallas pass rush was average. But then their backfield, I don't know if they have any quarterbacks, but then they didn't apply pressure to the quarterback. So Derek Carr was like, we thought Derek Carr was, who's the last quarterback for New Orleans? Like, we thought Derek Carr was Drew Brees. But hey, it is what it is. But Cowboys, like, 1-1, I was disappointed. And then my favorite team, everybody should know my favorite team, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I watched that whole entire game, right? Well, Lamar Jackson, of course, evolved from where he was in his first 2 years to where he is now. He's a competent passer. He doesn't run as much, but he can still run just about as any quarterback. I think Kyler Murray is the best. That rookie out of Washington too, man. We'll get to him later. But hey, that boy can run his ass off. He can run. And he's going to be all right. I see a lot of Lamar Jackson in him, but he's not Lamar Jackson. But I think he's better as a rookie than Lamar was. That's a conversation in itself. But yeah, he's, in my humble opinion, he's better than Lamar Jackson was as a rookie. But anyway, he doesn't play for the Baltimore. Baltimore, it was nothing special. They moved the ball in the first half, and then it was back and forth. Derrick Henry, the new addition, he played awesome. He was nasty. He was running. Davante Adams, bro. Oh my God. He was the best player on the field. Davante Adams, he was the best player on the field, bro. He went off. He was unstoppable, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a playmaker. But Baltimore's going to be fine. He's definitely going to be fine. But anyways, so what else I want to talk about? We talked about, we didn't talk about it. We didn't give Kyler Murray his flowers, bro. Now, I don't know what was the addition of Marvin Harrison Jr., but Kyler Murray, what he finished 17 out of 21. Fast math, what's that? 80-something percent. Completed 80-something percent of his passes and 3 pass TDs, and he also rushed for another 59 yards. See, I had him being my week 2 MVP, you know what I'm saying, with a huge win over the Rams. One of the Super Bowl favorites. So, he was then, you got to give it to Kamara, man. He destroyed the Cowboys, 4 TDs, bro. Over 100 yards. So my week 2 MVP is Alvin Kamara. You know what I'm saying? So let's give him his props, man. Let's give him some love. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans Saints upset over the Cowboys. Alvin Kamara, week 2 MVP. And lastly, let's end it like this with our rookies, man. Brock Bowers, monster. Jason Witten. Y'all remember Jason Witten with the Cowboys? Oh my God. 9 receptions, 98 yards. Malik Neighbors, boy. I don't have an NFL comparable yet. I will, but Malik Neighbors got in the end zone today. 10 receptions, 127 yards. Malik Neighbors, you a beast. He might win Rookie of the Year. And then we already talked about Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't know if I said the stats. 4 receptions, but he played with Kyler Murray, so I don't think he won Rookie of the Year. See, Kyler Murray, he's a good quarterback. No, I tell you what, he's more of a good player, great player when he wants to be, than a great quarterback. I don't believe he can utilize his receivers. I don't believe he can, you know what, Marvin Harrison, you're my number one. I'm going to get you the ball 10, 15 times a game. You're going to get, 15, 100 yards this season, 20 touchdowns. I got, you know what I'm saying? I know how to use number one receiver. Kyler Murray hasn't shown me that. He shows me he's an improvisational quarterback. He knows how to improvise. He just reacts and whatnot. I don't know if he could use number one receiver, kind of like Lamar Jackson and whatnot. But we'll see. The dude's young. They're still growing. But anyways, Marvin Harrison Jr., not a flop. 4 receptions, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, rookie of the week. That's my week 2 NFL breakdown. With that, y'all, I'm out. Super Sam Sports TV, baby.